And today, the entire country celebrates Juneteenth. It marks a day in 1865 when enslaved people in Galveston, Texas, found out they had been freed after the end of the Civil War and 2 years after President Abraham Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation. Today, many will gather and celebrate freedom. Our 13 WREX's Dylan Valencia got a closer look at what this holiday means to the state line, getting the chance to sit down with the Black community and learn about their history and journey to making America their home.
Yeah, that's right, Manny. Well, happy Juneteenth. Juneteenth was recognized as a federal holiday just in 2021, and many of you might have the day off today without knowing the true meaning behind the holiday. Well, I sat down with community leaders that play a big role in the celebration and also learn more about their roots. Take a look.
You don't want anybody to own anybody. Everybody deserves to be free. And that's what I think Juneteenth, not just for African Americans, but freedom for everybody around the world. That's what I think Juneteenth means, freedom.
Many take pride in the celebration of Juneteenth, celebrating liberation, culture, freedom, and emancipation. For Tommy, honoring and celebrating Juneteenth starts over 30 years ago when his aunt told him a story of his grandfather. And to honor his grandfather, he began the very first Juneteenth celebration in 1990, not only in Rockford, but the entire state.
It's like the 4th of July. Our country went through a lot during the 4th of July, and our country went through a lot during the ending of slavery.
Now federally recognized, the Black community reflects on the roots of June 19, 1865. For Tommy, that reflection starts in this painting.
This kid could be being sold the very next day, and his mother's holding him probably for the last time. That was one scenario that was with our people for hundreds of years, a child being sold. But at the bottom, I look at it as Juneteenth, 1865. Now he's not worried anymore. He's in his mother's arms, in his mother's lap. And he's not going anywhere because he's free, she's free.
The history of Juneteenth celebrations goes back to 1863, when President Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation.
When he signs the proclamation, there is extraordinary joy across the country.
But not all slaves discovered their freedom.
Owners of plantations and owners of slaves, enslaved persons, chose not to tell their enslaved people about this liberation that came with the proclamation, Emancipation Proclamation. So those in Galveston did not know.
Until the day we now celebrate, June 19, 1865, when a group of slaves in Galveston, Texas learned their newfound freedom.
The right to vote, the right to housing, accommodations, the right not to be discriminated against in the workplace, the opportunity to run for office, those occurred over time.
In the coming months, Paulette will visit the plantations that her grandfather worked at in Louisiana.
My grandfather, in fact, taught enslaved other slaves to read and write under cover of darkness, and because of that, he had to flee the plantation because his owner discovered that he was teaching others to read and write.
Honoring those who came before her as we celebrate a day culturally rich of liberation. And Rockford celebration will take place today at Juneteeth Park from 1 until 9, something you definitely don't want to miss. There'll be live music, food, even a talent show and prizes, plus our very own Brittany Hardaway will be co-hosting the event. For now, Claudia, I'll send it over to you.